Hello and good morning, everyone. And it seems like the Philippine garbage war between the Philippines and the Canadians has hit a deadline or missed a deadline, and President Duterte is not going to take it anymore. And that deadline was May the 15th for the garbage to have left the shores of the Philippines harbor. And there are still 69 containers that are there. Now, this happened way back in the day in 2013, and it was 103 shipping containers, and by a company called Chronix Plastic or Chronix Inc. And since then, the company no longer exists. So this isn't really a political issue, but it's become political because these shipping containers were mislabeled or improperly contained with garbage as opposed to recyclable plastics. And since then, the company has no longer has ceased to be. So no government is at fault here. However, when the Liberals took power under Justin Trudeau's Liberal federal government, he promised to look into the problem. And it's just strange that now this was back in 2015 where he's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to look at this issue. And then he visited the Philippines in 2017. Nothing's been done. It's now 2019. Nothing's happened. So it's one thing to say, okay, this is a private issue. The Canadian government has no legal authority to tell a private company to do a certain thing, at least in this regard, in regards to the Basel Convention or dumping of hazardous waste. Like, you can't do that. There are laws against that. There's no legal ramifications, especially for a company that either doesn't exist or individuals who say that they never did this. It was all inspected. It contained 95% recyclable waste or recyclable plastic. So it's kind of a conundrum of what's going on here. Additionally, if it was actual garbage, he's saying anyone, even if it wasn't a recyclable or a plastics company doing this, you would just dump the garbage locally. It would cost less and be faster as opposed to shipping it all the way out from British Columbia to the Philippines, which would cost twice as much. So it's a very strange thing. But either way, Duterte is like, nope, you guys, the Canadian government missed their shipping deadline. We're going to spend the money. So the Philippine government is going to spend the money and shipping the garbage out, and they're going to dump it 12 nautical miles off the shores of British Columbia, I would imagine. So I don't know if that is against the Basel Convention. It's still dumping, but it's not hazardous waste. Even in back in 2013 or 2014, I believe. Yeah, even the Jerry Geronimo Sanez, the hazardous waste management section chief, said it's blue bin waste. That's paper, dry plastic generated from the kitchen. I have not seen any syringe or diapers. It's not hazardous, but it's still waste. And by 2017, at least 26 containers of trash have been buried in a landfill elsewhere. So this should be issue number one for Canada's Environmental Minister, McKenna. This should be like, this is the one action that the Liberal government said they were going to take. They had a deadline, they missed it, and the president's like, I don't care. You guys suck. I'm just going to ship it off to you, and that's that. This could be not really grounds for war, obviously, but it's just how serious the issue is to the president. And really, all the Canadian government had to do was have a press conference with Trudeau and McKenna and say, listen, this is what happened. There was a mix-up at the borders of British Columbia. It got shipped out, was mislabeled, whatever. Canada's taking responsibility for it. It's been 6 years. They could have spun this into like some Harper problem or whatever, even though it wasn't. They could have done all kinds of things. Either way, they're taking responsibility, or they should have been taking responsibility. Said, listen, we're going to pay for it. Whatever you want to do with that garbage, you want to dispose of it, you want to ship it back, we will pay for it, we'll take care of it. That's what the Canadian government should have done This is not a good thing to have with public relations, especially when Canada is so big on being green and being environmentally friendly. And this would actually look good because they would say, oh, well, this happened during the Harper government. We're cleaning up their mistakes, even though it's not actually the government's fault. That would have been great. It would have been good PR. It would have hopefully have resolved some of the issues between Canadians and Philippines, because these pictures they've been having protests for years. This is not a good image for Canada. Canada wants to be clean. They want to be green. They want to be friendly. They should have made that. They should resolve this problem a long time ago. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope we see some colorful things happening either this week or next week. Who knows how long it'll take to ship out all this garbage to Canada and dump it on the front of our shores. That would be awesome. Bravo, President Duterte, for taking bold action and saying enough is enough. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.